Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Around Town TV. Tonight, we're going to learn more about the Fair on 4 Winter Wonderland pop up jingle bar. And here to share more with us on that is Carissa Wright, the Director of Operations. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me today.
You are welcome. Can you give, jingle bars have been kind of all the rage, but for those who don't understand what your Winter Wonderland pop up jingle bar is, could you give us a little bit of an overview?
Yeah, so the Jingle Bar is sort of like basically your Christmas decorations on steroids. There's Christmas decorations everywhere hanging from the ceiling, Christmas mugs, and we really wanted to lean into that, but be a little bit different and not just focus it on Christmas. So we did Winter Wonderland theme instead. So it's everything winter related instead of just Christmas.
Cool. And what inspired the idea for the festive experience for you?
Definitely all the jingle bars around. I mean, I think they're really starting to pick up in popularity over the
Mhm.
last couple of years. But being in the Mall of America, we wanted to be more inclusive and not just focus on Christmas. So we thought if we did a winter theme, it can not only last longer, but kind of include everybody and not just Christmas.
Well, and speaking of which, how long will the pop up bar be running and what are the hours?
So that's all during our normal business hours, and it'll run through at least mid January, could be longer.
Oh, okay. And in terms of the theme and the atmosphere, what makes the Winter Wonderland experience unique and different from all the others out there?
Like I mentioned, it's instead of just Christmas decorations, we have everything's blue and wintry and Christmas and think everything that you love about Christmas and
Mhm.
winter, but indoors, so you're warm. And we have like snow on the ground, we have igloos in the background. We kind of have something for everybody that enjoys winter, but you get to stay warm.
Oh, well, and a night like tonight. And thank you to everybody tuning in tonight on this frigid, cold night. Hopefully, we can bring you some warmth and sharing this Winter Wonderland jingle bar, pop up jingle bar at the Fair on 4 at the Mall of America. And for those tuning in, if you look above this video, you will see all the information, the address, where it's located. It's on the east side off of 24th Avenue, is kind of the way I go from 494 and it's on the fourth floor, very easy to get to. And it's we're going to learn a little bit more tonight. We have the director of operations, Carissa Wright, with us and sharing more. And Carissa, can you describe the atmosphere that the guests can expect when they visit?
Yeah, so normally, I mean, we're a family entertainment center. We have something for everybody. We have go karts, axe throwing, bars, a full kitchen. And now, instead of just walking in and seeing all of that excitement, on top of that, we have winter decorations everywhere. We have snowflakes hanging from the ceiling. We have an igloo out on our patio that is, again, indoors, so it's warm, but it looks
Mhm.
like an igloo. You can sit in there and eat. And we have selfie stations popped up everywhere. We have sparkling, twinkling lights. It's really something special.
Well, and speaking of the selfie stations, maybe share, if you wouldn't mind, some of those special photo worthy decorations and places to do that.
Yeah, so we have actually three different selfie stations. I mean, the whole place is really a selfie station, but we do have a couple different ones. We have a North Woods scene, and so it looks like you're deep in a snowy forest, which is really pretty. And then
Mhm.
we also have, normally at the Fair on Four, we have a giant 8 foot bear, grizzly bear, and now he is kind of tucked away. I'm not going to tell you where he is. You'll have to come and find him. But he's tucked away in the woods and he's all bundled up for the winter.
Absolutely. And I was lucky enough to be at the Fair on 4 while they were decorating a week ago Monday. I was only there 4 hours. They've put a lot of effort and heart and blood, sweat, and tears into this to make it so spectacular for all of you. And then I was honored to be included in media that was invited the next day. So just like the Minnesota State Fair, the Fair on 4 has some pretty amazing food. And so, with the whole drinks and the drinks and menu, what kind of festive drinks and food options are available?
Yeah, so we do have our regular menu still running, but in addition to that, we have our Winter Wonderland menu as well. And there's some really great things on there. My favorite is the sleigh ride pie, which is basically chicken wild rice soup on a pizza, which sounds crazy, but it's such a Minnesota thing to do. We love pizza. And it
Right.
really just tastes like chicken wild rice in a bread bowl. It is so comforting and so delicious. It's
Good
definitely
soul
my
food. Oh,
yeah,
well, good to know. I did have some of your pizzas, and because I was working, I couldn't do the adult beverages, but, are there any signature cocktails or holiday themed treats that the guests shouldn't miss?
absolutely. I have a few different ones that I really personally like. My favorite is the chocolate covered cherry martini.
Ooh.
It's if you guys remember, in usually in your stockings, you get chocolate covered cherries. That was something I always had in my stocking growing up. This is like that, but in an adult form in a beverage, and it is so tasty. It tastes just like a chocolate covered cherry. It's so delicious. And we have all
Ooh.
sorts of other things. There's about 8 different cocktails and food items that you guys should definitely come check out.
Oh, fantastic. I will have to go back when I'm
Yes.
off work. Will there be any special promotions or events at the Jingle pop-up bar?
There isn't any special events. I mean, the Winter Wonderland itself is just sort of a special event, but it runs all the way through January. And right now, we do have a lot of holiday parties coming in that really get to experience the Winter Wonderland along with their company party that they're already hosting.
Oh, fantastic. That's
Yeah.
good to know. So, for those of you who are just tuning in, my name is Carla Berlin, host of Around Town TV, and I am lucky enough to have the Director of Operations, Carissa Wright, here from the Fair on 4 discussing the Winter Wonderland pop up jingle bar. And it is so cool. And one of the most unique things is that it's not your typical jingle bar where yes, it has all the decorations, but it's that winter wonderland theme and it's going to run through January. So when it's cold out and Christmas is done and you have that little it's over and you're sad, you don't need to be. You're going to have a place to go to feel really special and to have also an opportunity to eat some amazing food. The food was spectacular. I had a chance to eat some of your food both days that I was there, and they have some really good signature cocktails. So you'll have to try those out as well. Are there any interactive elements or games or live entertainment that'll be planned?
We do have, so in addition to our regular entertainment, which is a lot, we
Oh,
also
okay.
have um, in our axe throwing booth, we have a snowball fight that you can do. So it's more family friendly than our regular axe throwing, which you need to be 11 to do. This is all ages, and you get to just throw snowballs at the wall. So it's fun to do a snowball fight indoors where you don't have to be as cold.
Oh, I love that. Now, I know when we first opened the show, you were talking about there's something for everyone. Is the pop up bar family friendly or is it geared more towards adults?
It is family friendly. I mean, there is a bar, so we do say that it is geared towards adults, but we have a full arcade that is all age friendly. We also have go-karts and we have axe throwing. We do really have something for everybody, so we do encourage the entire family to come check us out.
Great. Behind the scenes, as I started to talk about, of course, I was only there for 4 hours when you were setting up the process. What was the planning and setup process like for creating this Winter Wonderland spectacular pop up bar?
It was really great. We had Katie from Newsworthy Communications, she was the one that had the idea. She's kind of seen a little bit of everything, and she
Mhm.
really wanted this to be something special. And really, we got kind of everybody involved. We got friends and family and neighbors, and we had influencers come out, and we really wanted the neighborhood to be a part of it and get to experience what it was like to set up. And so we really had a great turnout of everyone come out and put in a lot of work to make this really special for the community.
Well, in the short time I was there, I had just so much fun. And yes, huge shout out to Katie if you're watching, and of course Kristen, her partner as well. They're just such their talent and their creative minds and the things they come up with, and of course they connected me to you. So I thank them for that as well, so that I could feature you on our Around Town TV live show. Um, how does this event align with the overall mission for Fair on Four, and you did talk about some of these larger holiday parties and renting the space. Let's also talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, really at the Fair on Four, we want to be an all-inclusive, family-friendly entertainment venue. We want to have something for everybody. We want it to be something that you guys can bring your entire family out to and feel like there's something for everybody to do. I think a lot of times we see with entertainment venues that they feel like it's only adults or it's only kids. And so we really wanted it to be something for everybody. And especially being at the Mall of America, we get people from all over the world that come here. And so we really wanted it to be Experience Minnesota, where it's cold and snowy and beautiful, but can be too cold to be outside.
Yes.
And so this is a great way to give everybody something to do inside and experience what Minnesota really has to offer.
You accomplished that mission. Definitely. Yeah,
Awesome.
it's a great
That's what we like
experience.
to hear.
Yes. So let's talk about, you touched on it already, but the larger holiday parties and that are renting the space and what that would entail.
Yeah, so we at the Fair on Four do a lot of corporate holiday parties, and it's kind of our favorite time of year. But like big corporations that want to do a holiday party can rent out our entire space. And we do have smaller spaces, so groups of 20 or groups of 800 can rent out the space. And the great thing about our venue is, one, you don't have to plan any extra activities because we have all the activities there. The other thing is that most of these people are doing holiday parties, and we also have all the decorations ready for you. So it's really an effortless kind of show that we put on for everybody.
Well, and easy to park.
Yes.
You just pull in, walk around the corner, and you're there.
Yeah.
Yes. So if somebody's watching this and they're thinking, oh, I might need, to book, do you still have availability last minute to book some parties?
We do.
Okay.
So feel free to come in for the Winter Wonderland. There's no reservations needed. We do walk-ins. You just come in and enjoy everything that we have. We do suggest that if you're a larger group that you call ahead and try to book a reservation. And we do have plenty of reservations available. We're still taking lots of holiday parties as well.
And if someone wants to book that reservation, how do they do that?
They go to our website and then go to the event inquiry.
Okay, and that website is listed above this video, and then you go to event inquiry and to fill that out to book for your event. When the guests are done with this spectacular Winter Wonderland experience, what do you hope they take away from it?
I hope they're warm. I think, like, as maybe corny as that sounds, I think the holidays are such a time of stress, and especially if you're at the mall trying to shop. But I think when they leave, we just want them to feel warm and happy, and like they got to kind of escape all the chaos of the world and enjoy family time.
Yeah, it sort of reminded me of an area when I go to Magic Kingdom at Disney World. It's magical.
Yeah, it really is.
They're in awe, and that feeling of being able to step aside from any stress. And of course, the holidays can be stressful. So I can attest to, again, mission accomplished. Are there any tips for visitors to make the most of their visit when coming?
I would definitely say the best thing would be park on the east side, 4th floor. You get to walk right in. I think the Mall of America can be kind of intimidating for folks who don't go there often.
Yeah.
But it's really nice. If you go to the east side on the 4th floor, you walk right in and we're right there. And other than that, I would say if you are trying to plan a larger group, make a reservation ahead of time.
Okay. And because you're running through January, they can also book, it doesn't have to be before the end of December. It can be into January.
Right.
Great. Anything else that I haven't asked you that you want to share with our viewers?
I don't think so. I think we covered everything.
Yeah, you're great. Thank you so much.
Thank
I
you
can
so much
see.
for having me.
Oh, you are so very welcome. For those who have just tuned in at the end, the Director of Operations, Carissa Wright, from the Fair on Four, we've been talking about, and she's been sharing more about the Winter Wonderland pop-up Jingle Bar. All the information is above this video, and you can click on the link if you'd like to book a larger party for your corporation or business or organization. But you don't have to do that for the smaller. That would be for what, 20 and more?
20 and more.
Yeah. Okay. But certainly all of the other information is there. Uh, Feel free to go back and watch this video if you tuned in partway through. Next Wednesday evening, we are going to have the Miracle at Big Rock on Wednesday evening, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here again on Around Town TV Live. So we hope that you'll tune back in and join us for that show. Wishing you just a really happy holiday season, Carissa. And again, I thank you for sharing and taking time out of your busy schedule to share with my viewers what's a little bit more about the Winter Wonderland pop-up bar.
Thank you so much for having us, and happy holidays to you as well.
Thank you. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you next Wednesday evening, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on Around Town TV. We'll see you then. Thank you.